folks, welcome to the Smackdown Podcast. We are your hosts, Kyle, Rob Rude, and Benji. Got the whole crew here tonight. Say what's up, guys.
Yeah,
What up?
I haven't been around in a while, man. It feels like forever.
God, man. Benji, dude. You taking Ambien?
It's been a while, man.
You guys, we are your one-stop shop for all your WWE main card reviews and recaps and predictions for pay-per-views. Today we're talking about Monday Night Raw. If you can find us on YouTube, all you got to do is search for the Smackdown Podcast. Otherwise, we are on Podbeam at smackdownpod.podbeam.com, and we're on Spotify. Still thanking Rob to this day for getting us on there. You can also follow us all on Twitter. You can follow me at The Kai Tai Show. And Rob and Benji, I'll let you guys tell them where you're at.
I am at 2 words, can't see me. And guys, if you hear that, tell Baron Corbin to please unblock me. I am sorry. I want to personally apologize to him. Because for those who don't know, I went full heel this weekend. I am with all the heels in WWE. I can't go with one and not like the other, so I went full heel. Also, Baron Corbin won me over this weekend. His promo starting off Stomping Grounds won me over. The man is a national treasure. I see the error in my ways of not liking him.
National treasure, folks.
And poking the bear to get him to block me. I feel terrible. I wish this man would unblock me. And
it was Rob. It was you motivated him to rise above the occasion. It was all you. You are the reason why Baron Corbin is in the spot he's at right now. The wrestling world has you to thank for having Baron Corbin on their TV. 2/3 of every episode of Raw. Y'all can thank Rob. He's had 2 words, can't see me, if you guys want to thank him personally.
He's teaming with my girl, though. I've also I haven't had a celebrity crush since I was a kid. I literally have a celebrity crush on Lacey Evans, guys. I really do. And she's teaming with Baron. I'm like, I can't hate my girl's tag team partner. I want him to unblock me. In August, I was on the fence on what I want my sign to say when I go to SmackDown in August. It's gonna say Baron Corbin, please unblock me in big block letters. It's not gonna work.
Man, make
but
a
it's
sign.
Gonna do it. It's gonna.
Oh man, do you know? So did you get are you gonna be on the hard cam?
I haven't bought tickets yet, but it's looking like I'm going to be facing the Titantron. That's like the cheapest seats in the house, like the corner.
Okay. So behind
like it would be the end zone,
the Spanish booth. I got you. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
It'd be like I'd be literally facing the Titantron, either to the left or to the right.
Well, hopefully the ticket sales are shit and they'll upgrade you.
There really won't be. I mean, they might, but like it won't be. I don't know.
I'm just being optimistic.
No, for sure. But like where it's at, like there's really not. It wouldn't be a spot to upgrade me. Yeah, I don't know. It's weird.
Well, we also have a third member that you guys can find, Mr. Benji himself.
Oh yeah, I still exist. You can find me at Calavera Comedy, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, all that stuff.
Guys, tag,
I'm not blocked by anybody. So.
Tag Calavera Comedy and tell them to tell Baron Corbin to unblock 2 words, can't see me.
It's going to be our hashtag from now on whenever we post a video. Like
unblock
hashtag
Rob.
Unblock Rob.
Unblock Rob.
Oh, speaking of which, I got happy earlier because of the whatever the guy's name is, Osprey or whoever it was that Seth was freaking yakking at.
The Twitter feud.
Some Walk with Joe ended up quoting something in there and blah, 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 blah. And, like, Walk with Joe is my boy. I like Walk with Joe. Like, people, like, get mad at him. I like him. I just want to throw that out there. That's beside the point. He quoted something and blah, 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 and Baron Corbin got quoted, and I seen it. It didn't block me from seeing it. My heart raised. I'm like, oh, my God, it happened. But then I clicked it, and it told me no.
Dude, you are going to be blocked for life.
It's not. He's probably not going to unblock me, but I can't not try.
I can picture Baron Corbin right now opening up his Twitter, scrolling through the thousands and thousands of people he has blocked to find Mr. Rob. You're like, you know what, little buddy? Welcome back to the fray. You know?
It is seriously a life goal to get him to unblock me to see if I can do it.
Hey, man, we'll try. But thank you guys for joining us once again. Today's show is going to be covering Raw. I think they were still in Washington at this point. I forget what town.
They were in Tacoma, Washington.
Tacoma. Thank you, Benji. Coming through with the city yet again. All right. But we'll go ahead. What'd you guys before we hop into it? What'd you guys think of Raw this week? I know Benji, you missed like all of it, right? Because you were working.
I missed it completely. Didn't see anything. Just highlights here and there.
What'd you think at least of the reveal, the big reveal of the show?
Which one? The Undertaker?
No, man.
Just
like
as a whole.
The other big reveal, like of course, the Undertaker.
Is it the intergender championship tag team match?
Yeah, that was the big highlight of the show that everyone was talking about. No, the Undertaker, dude. Come on, man.
Lacey Evans and Baron Corbin are gonna walk with the titles, and Twitter is gonna go off, and I'm gonna throw confetti in the air.
They are going to be so far removed from those titles after that match.
No, they're not gonna win them.
Oh my god, they're going straight to main event after that match. Both of them.
It hurt me when Becky was like, "Yeah, if you guys lose, you can never have another chance again." I was like, "No!"
You know that was intentional. That was them reacting to everybody talking crap about the rematches. That was totally them reacting to social media. I think the show was pretty good. It was a little long-winded. It wasn't as good as last week, but it definitely had its good spots here and there. Throughout the night, mainly, like I said, the big thing that got me was the Undertaker, and it was weird. When he came out, I instantly did not care about the Super Showdown anymore. Like it didn't bother me no more.
Boot
like
Benji out of this chat. We don't want him
like
here
that,
no more.
Just like that. It was that debacle.
Benji on Twitter talking trash, bro. He's saying he hopes Baron Corbin keeps me blocked.
Jesus.
I'm not gonna lie. I hope you stay blocked forever.
Oh, that's great.
Oh man.
I gotta be honest. I hope that somehow, some way, Baron Corbin and Lacey Evans end up winning, just to see everybody so pissed off.
Man. I would love it. I really would.
God, yeah. No, I would be one of the angry people. I mean, I wouldn't like let it ruin me. Like, oh man, I'm totally not watching the show anymore. But
Twitter would.
I'd be like, ah, crap. We got
Twitter would
2 to 3 months. 2 to 3 months of BS. Like stale champion. Like,
oh man, they're not stale. They're not stale. That's the thing.
Gender. It'd be like 2 gender champs simultaneous.
I will not stand for this gender slander, okay, sir?
Oh man, I'm not talking crap about him as a superstar. His run was stale. Man.
I hope he somehow hears this and blocks you now.
Unblocks me. I got you, Rob.
God knows. Yeah, all 3 of them, Lacey, Baron, and Jinder can all block me. Man, I don't care. I don't read their tweets anyways, man. I don't care.
I tried fishing for a Lacey follow earlier. It didn't work.
Yeah. Actually, no. I wouldn't want Lacey to block me because her Twitter posts are actually pretty good. I've seen her stuff here and there. I like her shaking hands with people using like a tissue. Like I still get tickled by that. Well, anyways. We'll go ahead and get right into it. Raw opened up
right into it
with the new boyfriend and girlfriend.
Oh, I hate it. I don't want to see it no more.
They're going to shove it down our throat, dude.
I say it all the time, guys. I really try not to complain. I really don't. Like, I'm happy with the product. I truly am. But there's some stuff we don't want to see it.
It was fairly short and sweet, though. They didn't let it like overrun.
My problem is it's going to be a lot of short and sweets. Like,
yeah, it's gonna be short.
If that was gonna be it, and then maybe in a month or so do it again, even shorter. Okay, cool. But they're gonna shove it down our throats. They're gonna
at least till they got you because of the match. I don't know how much it's gonna carry on post Extreme Rules, but
to be fair, I don't mind this romantic stuff shoved down my throat. I'm just saying.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Boot this guy.
This is why we brought him on the show, folks.
Don't you guys believe in the power of true love?
I believe in the power of true love, but not in my wrestling.
5 Live, Benji. All right. But the segment was short and sweet. We'll like I said, let's run it down and then we can put our takes on it. Seth comes in the ring, starts cutting a generic promo, is instantly interrupted by Becky Lynch, She comes out. They're cutting your generic babyface champion promos. Corbin's music hits while they're waiting for Corbin to come out of the Titantron. Lacey Evans comes out from behind, jumps Becky.
It was so amazing.
Yeah, man. And while that happened, Corbin came out, jumped Seth. They were both fended off. However, they pissed and moaned on the outside of the ring, set up a match at Extreme Rules. Winner takes all. That's the stipulation. I haven't seen this one in a while where a tag match can change champions, like singles champions. I'm trying to think of the last time. Only 2 matches come to mind, and they both sucked. You had the handicap match, which wasn't a tag match. Undertaker and Kane taking on Stone Cold, where they pinned him simultaneously, and they were both like co-champion. And then over in WCW, that's how David Arquette got his world championship, was in a tag match where he pinned, oh Jesus, I don't know. I think it may have been DDP or someone. But that's how David Arquette became champ in WCW, and everyone loved that title reign. You know,
the only other time I think they've done it recently was AJ Styles versus Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn.
A handicap, and then his belt was on the line.
Yeah,
I think I remember that.
The only other time I remember that.
Yeah.
Doesn't happen often.
Yeah, no, and for 2 single titles, I think that's an absolute first. Both singles titles up for grabs. But hey, man, I don't see it happening. I don't see it happening. I know a lot of people like you, AJ. You want to see it. I don't see it. But yeah, big takeaway, man. We got boyfriend's girlfriend shoved down our throats. Awesome. Love the forced cutesy shit.
It just makes you feel alive inside, you know?
Oh, fuck no.
No.
Well, damn.
You know what makes me feel alive inside? Baron Corbin telling Seth to go make his man a sandwich.
Oh, that was a good line. You know they're gonna play that up, that Becky is the man. You know they're gonna lean on that so hard.
I got blocked on Twitter one time for saying pretty much that same thing. So I forget who it was. Somebody got so mad at me. Stop with the man comments, and then I got blocked. I'm like, that's funny. Get out of here.
I know. I liked it. I do kind of like that dynamic to belittle Seth and just put the stereotypes of being the man in a relationship on Becky Lynch, and that's kind of cool, I guess.
It plays into the name. I mean, it works perfect. Nothing against him, but I mean, you're dating the man. It's gonna happen.
Next up, we had an 8-man elimination tag match. Boy, are we gonna have a lot more 2 out of 3 matches and elimination matches. Apparently, Vince doesn't want wrestling during commercials, and instead of organizing your show to where you can have commercials after matches, we're just going to create matches that you get a pinfall, and then we get a commercial, and then the match restarts. So fun. I imagine the live crowd loves this. 8-man elimination tag match. You got the Planet Champs and the Revival versus New Day's Xavier Woods and Big E with the Usos. First fall came... no, actually, before the first fall, the match started with Bryan out in the ring, which, you know, obviously the crowd wants. So Dawson, to get booed for his team, tags himself in. And, of course, the crowd freaking hates that. And then, anyways, at one point, where the hell did the first fall take place, man? Bryan dives outside the ring, hits Dawson by mistake. Oh, yeah, and Bryan, as he gets back in the ring, he gets pinned by Xavier Woods. No. Yeah, Bryan gets pinned, and then Xavier. What the fuck happened to my notes? Goddamn it!
You broke them, bro.
I think I broke them. Like I'm a broken, and y'all didn't take notes. Goddamn it!
Nope.
We are professionals.
I do have a next part in my notes that I didn't get to say during our first segment. I wish Baron Corbin would unblock me. It's in there. I'm just saying.
No, I pieced it together now. I'm sorry, guys. Xavier got pinned and Daniel Bryan both got pinned back to back, eliminating both of those teams. They went to commercial. They came back and restarted as the Usos.
Okay, so they made
a
2 out of 3 match just to have a commercial break. Okay, I got
No. They made it an elimination match to make it a commercial. So you had 4 tag teams, and as they got pinned, they were eliminated, and they had Xavier Woods and Daniel Bryan pinned like back to back.
Okay,
and,
guys. So we had the pawns, then we had our commercial break. Now let's have our match. Okay. Gotcha.
Exactly. That's pretty much how it came across. Wow. And the real match was against the Usos and the Revival.
Usos.
And yeah, man, this had a really cool finish. I mean, you gotta love the Usos and the Revival too. Take nothing away from them. The finish was awesome. You had both teams on opposite corners of each other. And what happens is, I believe Jimmy Uso was superplexed by, I believe Dawson superplexed Jimmy Uso, while Dash Wilder was laid across the top ropes on the other turnbuckle, where Jay Uso actually leapt off his back and landed on Dawson after delivering that superplex. So landed on a splash. It was freaking awesome.
That was amazing. Yes,
that's
how the match ended. That was,
and that's how the match ended with the Usos winning. And it was just weird. The match was okay, but it's weird in hindsight because we're gonna get all of these 2 out of 3s in elimination matches, and I believe they're gonna get old fast because we have a lot more to go through.
They already got
two
old.
shows.
Nobody wants to see them. I mean,
well, they're booked rushed. All of them are rushed. I mean, you have Xavier Woods and Daniel Bryan got just pinned. Like,
right.
And no other match would they lose so quickly.
Right. Like the 2 out of 3s have been going on for a month now, and every single one had a pinfall within the first 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Maybe 60 seconds. Come on, man. What are you doing?
Well, anyways, now that I'm through that whole contrived mess of notes, next up, we just had a brief recap of Roman Reigns' match from Stomping Grounds. Then we get Miz TV with Truth and Carmella as the guests. And dude, Truth knocks it out the park every freaking time,
Our
dude.
Truth is such a golden character. He is freaking golden. Everything he does is absolutely amazing.
What's your take, Benji, on Truth, man?
He's been killing this 20 European whatever title.
48-7 United States
48-7 US TV champion.
Yeah. What he went to Drake Maverick's real life wedding.
Yes. I love the context that was the real wedding. I wonder if there's a recording of Drake Maverick telling his wife and everybody hey, we're gonna shoot an angle while we're all here, and everyone's like, dude, come on. It's no, it's going to be cool. I'm going to be wearing this belt. His wife is wife's probably going man, this is supposed to be my special day.
Fast forwarding a little bit, but did you see his freaking wife tweeted? His wife tweeted him on Raw and was like, we're supposed to be on our honeymoon, but you're on Raw. We're done.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. It's so good how they break the fourth wall with that title, man. It's so refreshing.
I pitched an idea to the referee. His name slips my mind. The one that's been doing this 24/7 title thing. I told him that the next angle should be them in a helicopter and R-Truth and Maverick jumping out on a parachute and him pinning them in the midair.
What the I don't know if
he retweeted it. They put it out there. I'm like, oh, okay. He was down with it.
Oh, that's great. You caught a retweet that made it all worth it. There you go. It's in the air now.
Drake wins the belt, and then to celebrate each other, he goes bungee jumping, and then Truth pins him, strips the belt off him, and then throws him off the ledge right before he bungee jumps.
Opportunities there, man.
I still say pull it off at a restaurant where Truth is waiting for the waiter, and the waiter comes up, and the waiter is a ref.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
There's so many. See, that's the cool thing about the 24/7 championship right there, man. Is there's just so many good ideas.
They can Truth can call it Uber. He's in the Uber, whatever, and then as he's doing his own thing, then he pays attention to the referee. I mean, to the driver. It happens to be the referee.
Yeah, and then behind him could be Drake Maverick dressed as Carmella.
For no reason, just because.
Well, that's because that's what happened. That already happened. That happened last week.
It can happen again. I don't care.
Oh man. Well, the Miz is pretty much just talking up Truth. That's the whole purpose of the episode of Miz TV. Miz announces that for Truth not to worry, the rules are suspended during the interview. While he's being interviewed, Drake Maverick comes out. He challenges Truth for the title. Miz apparently is getting feedback from behind the scenes, and they say that if Truth agrees, everyone will be banned from ringside during the match. So Truth accepts, and him and Maverick have the match. I can do no justice of just how funny Truth was. I mean, to put it in perspective, the jokes that they were lobbing back and forth had the crowd chanting for constipation. So it gets out there, man, and you can tell everyone's on, dude. Truth is literally the most popular champion.
He said he
in
was
WWE
constipated.
currently.
I'm just trying to help him out.
He's like he says. Maverick says, ever since I lost that belt, we've been distraught. My wife and I, we haven't even consummated our marriage. And Truth, like without missing a beat, he's like, "Oh man, you need to eat some fiber." And everyone's like, "What?" He's like, he says he's constipated. I'm trying to help him out.
And the crowd legit's like constipation.
Oh my god, dude. I was like, I never thought I would hear the crowd chant constipation at a WWE. That's like an indie show thing, you know? Whatever, man. It was good.
So, what happened after that?
The match happened and it was over in like seconds.
Yes.
They went to commercial, came back. Truth hits the flatliner, or whatever they call his finisher. I think it's like a flatliner. Okay. In a matter of 15 seconds. Match is over like that. The second Maverick's pinned, loser locker room runs out, and then I believe we had like 6 to 9 different champions or no title changes throughout the evening. So yeah, loser locker room comes out. And I believe I have it here. Yeah,
but you took some notes.
I did take some notes, man.
I have a note here. I'm waiting for it.
Oh no! That was later in the evening. It was later in the evening. That's why I'm getting confused. I was like, because my notes like don't mention it. I'm like, wait, no, this happened. I know it happened. No, yeah, later in the evening. As far as what happened here was, just a quick brawl broke out. Truth takes off. The locker room follows him. And Maverick is left in the ring looking destroyed. They try to interview him.
Wait. There was a pinfall, and No Way Jose broke up the pinfall, and Michael Cole did not use this golden opportunity to say No Way Jose says No Way Jose. He didn't use it.
Oh my god.
And you know what? You mentioned the correct commentator, too. Because that would be Michael Cole right there.
No Way Jose breaks up a pinfall. Bro, come on. That was a golden opportunity right there, and you blew it.
No Way Jose says, No Way Jose.
It's gold. Come on, man. You missed it.
Oh, my God. That's awesome. But, yeah, after everyone disperses, Drake's left in the ring. He looks destroyed. His life is ruined. And so they try to interview him. And he cries. He cries there, and then he just like slowly walks away like a whooped dog.
How about the savage-ass crowd chanting, na 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 na, goodbye?
Yeah, like the you got fired. Anytime like you get fired, they chant that. Yeah, man. Poor guy. You know what? It's not fair because on Twitter, everyone's sympathetic for him. You know, because his Twitter posts are gold. And everyone's like, "Oh man, just keep fighting the good fight, Drake Maverick." But then he goes to like a live crowd and they shit on him.
Sidetrack for just a minute. It took me back to I know the na 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 chant has happened a million times, but it took me back to it was before the Attitude Era when Jimmy Hart I think it was. No, it wasn't Jimmy Hart. I think they had Ted
Mouth of the
DiBiase.
South?
Ted DiBiase was managing Savio Vega, and Savio
Jesus, how old
Vega.
are you, Rob?
Dude, I'm 34 years old. Man, I'm gonna be 35 in October.
That was just rhetorical. Man, we should keep it a mystery. Like, you should just start.
No, I tell everybody how old I am. Man,
No.
I have fun in the
sorry,
Pokemon community.
I just had like a grand thought for your character, your on-air character. You should just like recall matches that just go further and further back in time. Like I remember when Lou Thez had a match.
Yo, kids nowadays and your cage matches with your pinfalls. I remember in my day there wasn't no pinfall in a cage match.
I remember being at the carnival and they had an hour-long match.
It's
under
funny
a
though.
Pop-up tent.
It's funny though because I'm active in the Pokemon community. 35 years old in the Pokemon community. Come on, man. There's like 16-year-olds over there, and like people that just constantly trash me because I'm old. Like they're joking. But anyway,
I'm sorry, Rob.
anyway,
go on.
Savio Vega. I don't even remember what the event was. Like it wasn't even a pay-per-view. Savio Vega fought Stunning Steve Austin, and for all you whippersnappers, that's who he was before Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yeah, but by this point, he had already been in WCW and ECW, and this was his first stint in WWF.
I don't think I was even born yet.
Savio Vega.
No, maybe not, man. Maybe.
Savio Vega fought Stunning Steve Austin, and if Savio Vega lost, Ted DiBiase had to leave WWF, and Savio Vega lost. So that was it. Ted DiBiase was done with WWF, and the crowd chanted "Na goodbye" like hard. And then he went to
so
WCW.
They were chanting that like pre Mr. McMahon era.
Yes, like that. They were chanting
I
hard
thought
too.
I thought that was brought around the Attitude Era time. I didn't realize it predates that.
No, yeah. I mean, I could be very well wrong, but that's like one of my earliest memories of wrestling, and it sticks. For some reason, I don't know why, but it sticks. So I'm pretty sure that the information I just gave is correct. If someone out there,
you were traumatized. You just watched the man lose his livelihood. Man.
No, I was about it, man, because like I was a Stone Cold fan when he had hair and was Stunning Steve Austin. I'm like, this guy's awesome.
I was a Stunning Steve Austin fan.
Oh, fuck yeah, beat Savio Vega. Screw this guy. Who likes him? He don't need a manager. Goodbye.
He was part of the Hollywood Blondes.
And then I still remember, which a lot of people won't know, that before the Stone Cold Stunner was a thing, I remember Jim Ross saying, tune in next week. We're going to tell you what Stone Cold's new finisher is. Before we even knew what it was. They're like, he's going to introduce a new finisher. And then he did it.
Yeah, because they pre-taped stuff back then, too.
Yes,
yeah, Raw didn't go live for many years.
Yes, I don't remember what event it was, but they like hyped up that Stone Cold, well, he wasn't even Stone Cold at the time. Oh, he might have been. I don't know. I could be wrong. But they hyped up that he had a new finisher, and we didn't know what it was going to be. And he introduced it, and I think that's the moment he turned into Stone Cold Steve Austin and hit the top. But I remember when before the Stunner was a thing, and they said, tune in if you want to know what his new finisher is.
What were you going to say? What were you going to say, Benji?
No, I was going to ask him if that's a pretty deep memory. Do you remember Harley Race versus Paul Orndorff?
I don't even know who those guys are, man.
Oh, Jesus. Okay. Back to the show.
That sounds like I'd have to be 90 to remember that. Just saying, just by those names.
Oh, man. Harley Race was cool, man. Back then, also, you know who I just got an appreciative for? Like, who I appreciate now? I didn't back then was,
Buddy Rogers?
No, I've already forgotten his name. Damn it.
Wahoo McDaniel?
We'll come back to this at a time where I can say it and we won't have any context and it won't make any sense.
Sputnik Monroe?
No, man. I just saw a clip of a guy on Twitter, man, and he like old school wrestler, and he has like a cowboy theme to him.
Old Big school, boy. Like back when they were like, "Oh my God, he hit a body slam! That's his finisher. This match is over."
I mean, maybe Hogan, but he. Oh my God, I saw a clip of him in Japan, right? And the dude looked coked out of his mind, but he came out and dude, he got that Japanese crowd hot, and then he also came out the gate at 100 miles an hour. And the thing that always turned me off about the old school wrestlers, like golden age wrestlers or whatever, was I always felt like they worked really slow. And because you worked your matches differently back then. And but he came out the gate hot. Like I mean, ran across the cage. I mean, dude, you got giant belly and everything. Oh man, why can I not think of this guy's name? Because I was like, damn, this is like one of the coolest things I've seen, and it's from an era that like I really dislike. And but I don't know, man, it fleets me. And so this is really all for like nothing because
like Scott Norton, is that?
Ooh,
I remember that name.
Close.
I can't put a face to it, but I remember that name.
I'm trying to think, man, because he had definitely like a cowboy bull rope gimmick to him. Like, dude, he came out whipping the crowd with a bull rope. Like, literally, was it?
That's Stan Hansen.
Stan Hansen, thank you. Yes.
Yeah.
Stan Hansen.
He gave this hour-long spiel about who this guy was, and all he had to do was say freaking bull rope.
Damn, how old are you?
Benji's like, yo, that guy.
Jesus. How do you? Wait, you're the encyclopedia. Of course you know. Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah!
I love it. I was like, he came out and assaulted crowd members. You're like, oh, that's Stan Hansen, bro. That's just what he does.
That's how he rolls, man. Leave him alone.
Dude was a beast, man.
Yeah, man. He looked like a freaking Brock Lesnar back then. Like when you look at all those people, I don't know, man. He looked giant. Like looking, especially because being in Japan, obviously, you know, the crowd members are gonna be a little bit smaller. He just towered over everybody like Godzilla. Oh, so good.
He's one of those few Americans that their career was a lot bigger in Japan than it was actually in WWE and all that stuff.
And the crowd was hot. There's this clip I have, man. They were just on fire. I don't know if I'd ever seen a crowd back then so energized. You know, I don't know. It's different. But then again, I haven't watched too much stuff from that era. Just little stuff here and there. But that was one of the rare ones. Cool. Getting back to the show, Corbin and Lacey cut a bland heel promo backstage.
I don't want to hear that.
Rules.
Nope. Don't you ever say that again on my show. That promo was fire, and it put fear into.
You told me, damn.
That promo was fire, and it put fear in the man's eyes and his girlfriend's that's in the kitchen right now making a man a sandwich, getting beard hair on her turkey.
You know what? Hey, you do a better job than me. Oh my god!
I do want to throw it out there publicly that I don't like Becky Lynch's new hair. I don't like it.
With the ponytail?
Yes, I don't like it.
I am all about it, man.
She was hot, and now she's not. Like, and that has nothing to do with the fact that I've sided with Lacey.
Disagree.
That has nothing to do with fanhood. All fanhood aside, I don't like it. I mean, I don't think she's ugly. Like, I'm not saying anything like that. But what she was before she did the new hairdo, I don't like it.
I always thought it was weird that the women wrestlers have their hair down when they wrestle. Because it just
get all up in your face.
I get it. It's for the look, but it's so counterproductive. Like, I remember a match with Charlotte, dude, and her damn weaves were falling out left and right. Like, she was just losing her hair throughout the whole match. It was awesome. Yeah.
So ponytails don't do it for you, huh?
I guess not, man.
Okay.
I think it's more the front of the hair. Like, I don't mind the ponytail, but like the top of her head. I don't know. I can't explain it. It's weird.
Her hair was just pulled back on Raw, though.
But she's got
all of it was.
Like, she's got a new hairdo though. Like, the new hairdo as a whole isn't what it was.
I do honestly.
Honestly, the only reason I noticed she really had a new hairdo was somebody tweeted that she had a new hairdo.
Well, yeah, I was about to say I didn't notice it until Jess said something. And Jess was like, "Oh, she got her hair in a ponytail now." I was like, that's what it is."
Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. I don't hate ponytails, but apparently now I do. I don't know.
Riveting stuff on the Spectrum podcast.
I am very fickle.
Women's hairstyles.
I've discovered I am a very fickle fan. I am who Daniel Bryan was talking to.
Jesus.
But I think I found my place with Lacey
You'll
Evans.
defend Baron Corbin and Lacey Evans all day long, and then you will attack Becky Lynch's hair.
Yes. I won't attack Becky Lynch as a character, though, because I'm not that guy. I don't hate Becky Lynch. I just love Lacey Evans. There's some out there that just, you know what I'm saying, they hate one, so that's not me. Like, I'll still wear my Becky Lynch shirt. Matter of fact, I'm good at tomorrow. I'll take pictures. I just hope Lacey don't see it. That'll kill my follow chances.
Oh my gosh. I don't even know how to follow that. I'm just going to try and power forward. All right. Okay. Handicap match is up next, folks.
The one that was after that awesome promo in the back.
Shane McMahon and Drew McIntyre versus Roman Reigns. It's announced, no tags. Ends up being a one-sided beatdown, not even competitive, which it shouldn't have been.
Roman should have had a chance. He should have got some offense in.
Not if there's no tags. If there was tags, I would see it.
But like
one-on-one with Drew McIntyre alone shouldn't be a given that Roman's going to win. And you throw an extra body in there, like, no.
Like I'm all about Roman not being a god. But I am about Roman being a WWE superstar and as strong as he is. And even, like, you got Drew McIntyre in there, but then you got Shane McMahon. Again, I said I went full heel. I support Shane McMahon now. But, like, it's Shane McMahon, dude. I mean, like, even next to Drew McIntyre, you flick him in the face and he's going to go down. Give him some offense. A little bit.
Man.
Like, have him have his ass whooped, but have him get some blows in at least. Like, come on, man. Like, I don't want to see full-blown one-sided. I don't want to see Roman Reigns win all the time, but I don't want to see him.
But just, the one-sided beatdown. You know, normally, and you're right, it wouldn't make sense, but it was because, you know, it did happen because of what we got, and that was the lights cutting off.
What we get.
We got the light shut off.
What happened? Right? What happened?
And then we hear...
Dong!
And before we can even soak it in,
I was tweeting and
Renee
my phone
Young
stopped.
And Corey Graves all over it. Oh my God, it's the Undertaker! I'm like, dude, just let us enjoy this, all right? Like, just let us have a damn moment.
Did Michael Cole say anything?
I actually
no.
I heard more. Graves.
Just saying.
No.
Earlier, I dissed Michael Cole. This time, I'm gonna praise Michael Cole. You know what's up, bro? Just saying.
Okay. All right. Undertaker's in the ring. I'm shouting in my living room.
Yes.
My wife's telling me to shut up because we have a sleeping baby, and
the sleeping
I'm just
baby
wondering,
needs to know who the Undertaker is.
What's going on? I will say, so my takeaway on this is when I checked online, a lot of people were like, this doesn't make any sense. This doesn't make any sense. To me, like, I thought it made perfect sense, man. And you guys tell me what you think, but I thought it was like Undertaker passed the torch to Roman at their WrestleMania match, whatever. Roman got his respect, and so now Undertaker doesn't want Roman to have, like, injustice because Roman needs to be the torch carrier or whatever. And I figured it was something that simple, and it made sense to me. But
I didn't even
think
of that. Like,
I just think. Oh, go ahead.
No, you're good. You're good. Go ahead. Good.
I was just gonna say, it just seems like he was very disappointed with the last Goldberg match, that he wanted another go around for sure.
No,
I'm thinking kayfabe wise though. I'm trying to, like, make sense of it. Kayfabe,
right.
Oh, I don't. To me, it was super random. It doesn't make any sense.
Same.
Okay.
Like what you just said, that could be part of it. It really could. Like I've told you guys numerous times, I don't look deep into this shit. I really don't. I look at what they give me on the screen, and I'm happy with it. Usually, for the most part, 99% of the times, I'm happy with it. And I was happy with it last night because it was the Undertaker. He's the man, and whatever. It didn't make sense to me. Which I'm still cool. I don't really care. Like, I was against his match at Stomping Grounds, but that's because, or not Stomping Grounds, Showdown. But that's because it was against Goldberg. I actually tweeted last night. Like, I was kind of under the influence of alcohol, which is why I tweeted it. But I said,
explains a lot.
I said, we've seen the Undertaker, and not one person thought of the bad match at Showdown. If it were Goldberg, that's all we would think about. Because Goldberg's it's just...
Well,
no, true.
According to Meltzer and the dirt sheets, the real reason why we got the Undertaker was
somebody else was unavailable?
No. Vince trying to combat poor ticket sales. He's trying to use the Undertaker to boost
that's not gonna do it.
Ticket sales for Extreme Rules, because right now they're hitting like an all-time low
that's not
for their live audience. Yeah,
that's
and I mean
enough.
Extreme Rules is like what I said, man. Like we saw after or not Extreme Rules, Stomping Grounds after we did our podcast and watched the event, those pictures that surfaced with them having like entire sections of the arena just like curtained off. I think they said Raw this week only drew 3,500 people in live attendance, which is
that's not
not good
at all. Wow,
not good at all.
No, Undertaker's not gonna work. Like, bad storytelling is what's your problem.
Oh, dude, you're gonna buy a ticket for Undertaker. I don't care who you are, how you feel.
I wouldn't.
If Undertaker's going to an event, more than likely you're gonna buy a ticket.
I personally wouldn't, and that's coming from a guy that I'm gonna like. I mean,
I would.
I'm going to SmackDown. And speaking of which, Ticketmaster, I hate y'all. You know how much it's going to be in extra fees just for me to go to SmackDown?
Did you say it was like
$70. $70 just in fees. Give me the ticket price.
Where are you sitting?
It'll be it'll be facing the Titantron. It's not upper deck. It's not nosebleeds, but it's.
Are you on the floor?
No. It'll be 20 rows back from the corner of the floor.
Well, that's good. You don't want to be on the floor.
Floor sucks.
Really?
From what I learned, the floor sucks. Yeah, because like you got people like me who are tall, and if they're in front of you, you can't see crap.
And I'm a shorter guy. I'm only like 5'7".
Yeah.
So okay.
So unless you're in the
sense.
first couple rows, man, you want to.
But yeah, I'll be picture like an NFL game. Sitting corner end zone facing the field. That's about where I'll be. You've seen pictures of me going to my live event last time. About the same place is where I'll be sitting. But
it's just two of you guys?
It'll be four of us. It'll be me, my wife, and then two of my four kids.
So how much did you spend total?
It's going to be $190 out the door.
That's still not too bad.
It's not too bad. The price isn't my gripe. My gripe is don't tell me it's a $30 ticket. Tell me it's a $47 ticket. Okay, I'm going to give you $47
with the pricing.
Right.
Yeah,
like
I
Googled some stuff. We're sidetracking here, but whatever. I Googled the other day like Ticketmaster fees. Like I forget exactly what I Googled. But Ticketmaster apparently made this thing saying we're going to let you know what the fees are for off rip. No, you're a liar because my ticket said $30.
Tell him.
My ticket said $30, and then when I clicked this and that, because I basically made it to the checkout screen today, but I didn't hit checkout. I'm not ready to buy them yet.
What city is this in?
Detroit. It'll be at Little Caesars Arena. There was no description of what my fees were for. It was just like, oh, now your ticket's $47. I'm like, but why? Like, I'm gonna give you the money. I have two kids that want to go to the show with me.
Bro.
I want to go to the show with me.
And we're gonna feed you.
It's fine. Just tell me why.
Money.
Just tell me why.
I feel like I'm getting ripped off. For five people in Chicago, I'm spending like $800, $900 on tickets.
Holy moly! You have $800 or $900 you can spend on tickets.
Well, that's I only went one time. I went that one time.
Right, bro.
It was back in the stash, and I haven't been back since. It was too much.
If my tickets were $900, my wife would LOL at me. She'd be like, "Sorry, bro, you're watching this shit on TV."
Well, split between five people is whatever. But
that's still not bad. I thought you footed that whole bill.
Where'd you sit?
No.
Where'd you sit?
Oh, dude, I was not on the camera side. Up behind the camera.
You were behind the hard cam.
Okay.
Yeah, by the where they have the audio stuff on that side.
Okay. Yes, like the way they got the tickets broke down for me is like the two, like I mentioned a few minutes ago, the corner end zones is the $30 seats. If you go middle end zone, it's $55. If you go 50-yard line, it's like $100. Same
for those of you who are interested in getting tickets.
Yes. Just saying.
Y'all need to hit Rob up and give him commission for being your ticket salesperson.
I must say, I didn't even see nosebleeds available. Like they said when they first advertised it, it was SmackDown. A commercial came out. They're like, "Hey, Detroit, SmackDown's coming to Detroit," and my ears raised like a dog. And they were like $20 tickets. I'm like, wait, what? It's like, okay, cool. I got 4 tickets to buy. I'm down for $20 tickets. There is no $20 tickets. And I think it's because they know it's not going to freaking sell. We're just going to sell these $20 tickets and bring them down to the $55 spot. We're not even going to sell them because they weren't even on there.
Man.
So I don't know. I have no idea. But
it's all right. I mean, the lesson to be learned here, folks, is when you go to buy a ticket.
No, your $30 ticket is a $60 ticket.
Yeah, just add like $100 to whatever you think you're gonna spend, and then that's really what you're spending.
Yes, like you go to StubHub, and like it's still the same. Like they say it's a $47 ticket, cool, but then there's StubHub.
Yo,
fees.
Rob, we're not sponsoring anybody.
I don't care.
Yet.
Maybe we will. Hey, StubHub, hit me up, bro.
First, all right?
Hit me up.
StubHub.
You know, speaking of StubHub, real quick, and then we'll get back on track. I got Tiger tickets. I got Tiger tickets in 2007 for $1 on StubHub. One penny. I bought, like, I was like, hey, at the time, my wife and I had Thursdays off of work. And I was like, the Tigers are here on Wednesday. Let's go see the Tigers. And this guy had 6 tickets for $0.01 a piece. I was like, screw it. So I bought them. And I was like, well, I paid that cheap. Thursday was a day game. Let me go to the day game. Why not? I look, same guy, same seat, same price. I caught 12 Tiger tickets for 12 cents.
That's awesome, dude.
I mean, I paid $20.12 because of StubHub fees. But we're not worried about that. The fact is I paid 12 cents for 2 Tigers games. And I don't know if I should be happy or sad about that. I was recording this
so I could just bleep out StubHub every time you say it.
You want recognition? Give me some money. Okay, I sidetracked like crazy there. All right, where were we at?
I mean, we were just telling everybody the ins and outs of buying tickets.
Oh, that's right. Which led me into Ticketmaster, your goddamn fees.
But hey, listen, it's actually great, man. Do you know how you follow up like the insane reveal of the Undertaker return? You know how you follow that?
How they do it?
With a tug-of-war match between
Braun
Strowman and Bobby Lashley.
I have a counter on this one, and I actually tweeted it out.
Nothing keeps the crowd hype off of the reveal of Undertaker. Nothing keeps them going like a good old tug-of-war match.
I admit.
Especially with the vignettes of Braun Strowman pulling a semi-truck.
Yes.
Like 10 feet. And then Bobby Lashley trying to pull a telephone pole out the ground.
I have I have a rebuttal on this one.
Happened.
Which she constantly I constantly bring it up. I have a 9-year-old daughter that I watch wrestling with. Guys, this is you two, and this is the listeners, whoever, if you're listening, you're awesome.
Oh yeah, I bet your girl has something to say about this.
Wrestling is for children, okay? It is made for children. Now they try to cater to us because we're the ones on Twitter, we're the ones bashing the product, yada yada yada. You guys get what I'm trying to say. But
hey,
bottom line,
said it, man. Wrestling is for everybody.
Wrestling is for everybody, but they have to cater to the children. Everybody. And my reasoning for bringing this up, my 9-year-old daughter marked out when they said they were going to have a tug-of-war match. She marked out more than anything that I've ever seen since January watching wrestling. She was so into this tug-of-war match, it's not even funny. And when she seen him pulling a semi, she said, oh my God, he's so strong. Look at him, blah, 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 blah. I just want to throw it out there. It was for the children, and I seen that with my own 2 eyes. So the tug-of-war thing made sense to me. They may be using them wrong. They should be in matches. They should be in title matches.
I'm just saying, don't use it to follow up the Undertaker.
Yes, but
you need to go straight into the AJ and Ricochet.
Yes,
match,
okay.
To keep the momentum.
The timing was bad. I will give you that. It really did. But seeing my 9-year-old, it made me realize that's what it's for. It's not for you. It's like, you don't want to see a tug-of-war match? Make it your piss break. Like,
can't really disagree with that, man.
No, I can't. I'm not trying to. That's right. Like I said, you should have like opened the show with it, or you know what I mean.
I'll give you that one. I will give you that one 100%.
You want to open Raw with the tug-of-war?
Yes, get it out the way.
I'd rather see
get it out the way. Open it because here I got an argument for it. If it's for kids, open Raw with it. Because normally kids got reasonable bedtimes, all right? It's like this stuff went on the air at like almost 10 o'clock, okay? Like, if it's for children, man, air it while they're still awake. Unlike Rob's kid. Rob's kid gets to stay up with him, so she
does. She usually falls asleep.
Yeah,
I actually tweeted that, like, I put her, like, I fell asleep for the end of this, so later on, guys, I don't know what's going on, but I fell asleep. And like every
out of us 3, I'm the only one who watched all of Raw. Him and I'm so
but
and I can't take notes for shit.
Real quick sidetrack.
Damn.
every Raw, every SmackDown, every pay-per-view, you know, whatever, I put her in bed, and I kind of rattle off what happened, what she missed. She's half asleep. She don't remember. But I told her that Kofi lost the belt. It broke my heart, the look on her. Her eyes opened up, and I was like, I'm lying. I'm so sorry. I'm lying. I'm joking with you. So
Sociopath.
I don't want it to happen.
Before you go to sleep, Santa's not real.
You know what's funny though is I look forward more to that day than her realizing that this is all scripted.
Oh,
I really do,
because
the day I found out, I'll never forget it. I was crushed. I was absolutely crushed. She asked me,
for all our children listeners,
wrestling's totally real. It's totally real. Santa is real.
Santa's totally real.
But no, she asked me at freaking Money in the Bank when the Usos were battling freaking Bryan and Rowan, and there was a timer on the screen. She's like, "What happens if they don't finish before the timer?" I was stumped. I'm like, I forgot. You know, time limits are a thing. We haven't had time limits in years. But I felt so bad. I'm like, Kofi lost the belt, like joking. Her eyes opened. I'm like, I'm so sorry. I'm joking.
Oh man.
So
well, hey, I'm glad to hear that she liked a war though.
She did. She was all about it. So I let her have it, and like it made me see that a lot of this stuff is for the kids, man.
But you know what I like? I like Dad AJ Styles, because that's what he is backstage with the Good Brothers. Because AJ Styles was being interviewed, right? And during his interview, he's interrupted by the No Way Jose conga line. And who's in the conga line? The Good Brothers.
It's homeboys.
So step in, Mr. Dad AJ Styles. What are you doing, guys? What are you doing? You don't take nothing seriously. Is essentially what's going on here. And he's trying to tell them to straighten their act up. And so they say what they said last week. And they're like, well, yeah, watch us have this match. And I'm like, all right, cool. Maybe they're going to get back on track. And then they announce it's against the Viking Raiders. And I'm like, oh, no. The Good Brothers are definitely going to die. And it's kind of what happened, man. Although, actually, they didn't get squashed. The match kind of just was more of the same, though. Gallows and Anderson looked good in the beginning, but took their eye off the ball, and you can't do that against the Viking Raiders. And Viking Raiders beat them. And that's that. And I need your guys' thoughts on this, man. What is going on here? Are we witnessing the Good Brothers getting squashed and being forced to take these embarrassing losses because they won't re-sign with the WWE, or are we building towards a reformation of the club? Are they gonna go through the fire of all of this to get their edge back and then reform a club with a heel AJ? So what do you guys think is gonna happen?
I mean, at this point, AJ's done pretty much everything. I don't see what's wrong with just turning him heel with the club. I mean,
yeah. Do you think that's what they're doing, or are we just watching pettiness play out on air?
Nah, I wouldn't think it would be pettiness. I think it's more just like you said, like a trial by fire type thing. Because honestly, the Viking Raiders needed that win more than anything. But even even with that win, they still feel like an afterthought. Really, they haven't really been used properly. But I would think it's leading to somewhere. I'm optimistic.
I'm hoping so, man.
The way I look at it,
they just snap. I'm hoping they just snapped it.
It very well could be, but the way I look at it, coming from the outsider, is again, I'm bringing it up. I got back in January. I don't know who the Bullet Club was. I know who they were now because I'm so active on Twitter. I talk to so many people. I didn't know who they were. I do know that they were badass. They were bosses. They were like the bite gang of the wrestling. They were bosses. They didn't take no shit.
They still are. Bullet Club's still going.
Are they? Okay, see, I didn't even know that.
Yeah,
but I know
they're still going.
That they're badasses. And the way I look at it is you can't have these guys taking losses and getting their asses whooped and then all of a sudden have them be like, oh, but we're badass now. Bro, you just ate a bunch of fucking pins and now all of a sudden you're going to be a badass.
They ate 2 years worth of pins.
It just doesn't work that way. But I mean, it could. If they want to pull it off, they'll pull it off. But
that's why I'm saying it would probably work if they snapped. They lose it. They eat these losses. And all of a sudden, it just heel turn. Because you're right. Right now, they're considered face, is what I would think.
I would, yeah,
and
definitely.
And you're right. Like as their characters stand right now, no. But what they need to do is they need to go out. They need to lose to like a team that they should beat. Let's say I don't ever want to see it, but like say they lose to like the B team, right? They lose.
Great.
Yeah.
What's wrong?
This guy, bro.
Dude.
No, the B team should be the next tag team champions.
Hell yeah, man.
They are a jobber tag team.
No, you know what the B stands for? You know what the B stands for?
Tell him.
It stands for best team. That's what it stands for.
B
Dude,
team.
they
Go.
got the B team because they couldn't get the A team. The A team was copyrighted, so they had to settle with the B team.
I'm all trying to freaking hype them up here, and then you make me laugh. Mind blown. Wow.
But anyways, what I'm alluding to here is that's what they're healed. That's how they regain their edge.
Now I want to see the B team roll up
and
in
then
a van.
they just snap and destroy the team that beat them. That's all I'm trying to get at. And then they just start beating everyone down. They're not even involved in matches anymore. They're not henchmen, but they're just part of the club again. AJ turns heel with them. You know, maybe AJ comes out there while they're beating the team down. He's like, "Yo, what are you guys doing?" And then AJ just kind of turns at that point too, and he beats down the sympathetic character as well. And then you got the heel club reunited, and then you know they start the whole beat up John Cena chants again.
But what do you do with Finn Balor if that happens? Isn't Finn Balor the founder?
Finn's not involved with it. They're not.
That's what I'm saying.
WWE
Like,
just is not going to do it. That's what sucks.
But he's the founder. He's the man. Like, you can't.
Well, the thing is there Vince is against, for whatever reason, factions. When right now in WWE you should have factions. You have such a bloated roster. This is how you get them on TV.
You should
create a bunch of 4+ member factions, you know, and just have them roll around with each other
during commercial breaks.
But Finn Balor, AJ Styles, and the Good Brothers in a freaking WWE Bullet Club faction would be the hottest thing. Like it feels like seriously one of the biggest missed opportunities, because that would bring so many eyes to the product, dude.
It really would.
It really would. But WWE Vince has no interest in it. Sure, if it was Triple H would be all about it. He'd be right on it, dude. But Vince, for whatever reason, man, just it ain't gonna happen. And I die a little inside every time I think about this. That I'll never get to see AJ and
saddest thing I ever heard.
Finn Balor and I'll never see the WWE Bullet Club. It kills me.
And Rob, since you didn't know who the Bullet Club was before, let me relate it to someone you might know. Think back to like your youth. Like think of like the Minnesota Wrecking Crew.
Jesus.
I don't even know who that is. Should I know who that is?
Benji's calling you old, man.
Okay, cool. I'll take it.
Think black and white, and that's
that's funny because like he called me old, and I'm sitting here like, shit. Should I know who he's talking about? I feel bad. That's all right. I'll take the old burn. So back to NWO. Okay, that I know what's up.
Oh my god. No, yeah, black and white NWO is who the Bullet Club is most often associated with. When comparing, they just got that vibe, because even though now it does look like a bunch of dads hanging out pretending to be cool, back in the day they were freaking cool, dude. There was no way around it. It just kind of looks cringy now, looking at Hulk Hogan air guitaring down the ramp like he's the shit, and I'm like, this is oh man, it's actually kind of rough to watch, because I'm gonna be that dad someday.
You know, Hulk Hogan was the champ the day I was born. Like I see like 3 tweets like saying who was the champ when you were born, who was the IC champ when you were born.
Like he won the championship, or he was just the current champ?
No, he was the current champion. He was the champion for like 3 years, bro. Like, because I found the Wikipedia that had every champ. And he was a champ for like 3 years. I'm like, oh my god, they really did push him. But I mean, back then he was the thing. Wrestling was easy. Have a guy in red and yellow leg dropping people. That's all you needed back then.
All right. Nice. Well, we're rolling up on an hour, so let's go ahead and power through the rest of this show.
We're still on Raw, right?
Yeah, we're still on Raw. Bliss, Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross backstage. They essentially just saying that they need to regroup and replan what their next move is, and that's pretty much all the promo was. Then we get Nikki Cross hanging out with Natalya and Naomi, who looked like a cat and Bumblebee, and they were trying to warn her about Alexa Bliss, but Bliss, being the possessive friend that she is, was within earshot and kind of just like shoot him away and set up a match for later in the evening. And then we got this was probably more surprising than the Undertaker return. We cut to the ring and there's a match going on between Heath Slater and Mojo Rawley.
That's the guy with the blue lightning, right?
The blue lightning face, yes.
Okay.
Oh my god.
And I'm like, oh my goodness gracious, they're getting some airtime. Well, no, this was actually our Truth segment. This is so within seconds of their match underway, Truth comes out, pursued by the loser locker room. Heath Slater sees an opportunity. He rolls up Truth. Or no. He gets his neck breaker on Truth. Gets the pin. Heath Slater is your new 24/7 champion. He runs around for a while, gets cornered, and gets pinned by Truth. Truth is now your new 24/7 champion. Afterwards, though, Cedric gets his way in there. Cedric Alexander, I know you know him, Mr. Benji. Yes. He hits a sweet lumbar check on Truth. Cedric Alexander is your 24/7 champion.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. But then eats, like a front DDT from EC3, and EC3 is now your 24/7 champion.
They disappointed so many fans with this.
Yeah, man. As EC3 was celebrating and looking like he was going to take off with the title, Mela came up behind him. She grabbed the belt from him as he is distracted. Truth rolls him up. And R-Truth is now a 9-time 24/7 champion.
And EC3 marks are pissed off because they thought he finally got some light.
They thought he finally got his moment. He got a moment. But that was it. That was your Benny Hill moment of Raw. And then we cut away. We get backstage. We have an interview with the new United States champion. Ricochet says, it's been a dream to get this belt. Gives your basic babyface promo. Nothing really to write home about, but it's nice to see him with the new hardware. Kofi Kingston is then introduced and is about to be interviewed when the interviewer is interrupted by Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. So they decide to conduct their own interview with Kofi Kingston. They proclaim him as a paper champion. Says he can't get it done without his friends. Kofi then calls them out on their dysfunctional friendship, and that was actually pretty good because Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, they're kind of like the modern-day Triple H and Shawn Michaels. It's like they're always going to be best friends or they're always trying to kill each other. It's there's no in-between with them. And so it was cool to see Kofi call them on it.
I like how you gave me something I'd understand, just saying.
Huh?
I like how you gave me something I'd understand, just saying.
He's like, I get the reference. Rob's happy for any HBK shout out on the show, man.
Yes. HBK is my boo, man.
It's his boo.
I just want to say that I didn't interact with it, but somebody the other day was like, what idiot thinks Shawn Michaels is better than Bret Hart? I left it alone, but I'm like, bro, that's a matter of opinion. You shouldn't be calling somebody an idiot for something like that. I left it alone because I'm not the type of guy to engage, but I'm like, you're the guy that makes Twitter a bad place.
The guy that defends Bret Hart.
Like, I mean, it's cool. I see why you think Bret Hart is awesome, but you got to see why I think Shawn Michaels is awesome. It's not like I'm saying
you can't be so unbiased. You'd be like, I see why you think Bret Hart's so awesome.
Yes,
but you're wrong. Okay, you're wrong.
No. See, that's where I differ. I'm not saying he's wrong. I'm saying my opinion differs because of. Yeah, you got to. I see, and I see why you have that opinion. I really do, but it's not like but like this was a comment on my Bret Hart tapping out thing. So you know what's up on that. It's not like I was like, Hornswoggle is a better wrestler than Bret Hart. Then you can be like, what idiot thinks that? Because, yes, that's valid. I mean, bro. Like,
I like how Hornswoggle's name lives on through Drake Maverick.
So great.
Oh, my gosh. But this whole, like, Kofi, Kevin Owens, and Sami Zayn back and forth is ultimately leading to a match. I like how it is. In the middle of Sami Zayn going off on one of his pretentious rants, Kofi addresses how boring his promo is and just says, get down here and fight. Let's have a match. And then that was it, man. That was awesome. I was like, dude, how many matches that would just be better? Be like, you know what? Enough of this talking crap. But, like, and just do that. It makes sense, man. The crowd, you're losing the crowd, so just be like, nah, just fight me, bro.
I think,
or when you have a heel insulting a face, you know, and all that's separating them is like 50 feet, and the face just stands there and takes it forever like a punk. Like, why don't more guys just get pissed off and run down and start fighting? Like, I'm not, personally speaking, you cannot stand 20 feet from me, and then I'm not going to listen to you rant for like 10 minutes about how big of a piece of shit I am. Like, at some point, I'm going to have to slap you.
Right.
Like,
I do want to throw it out there.
Man, wait till Sunday.
I think this is about the time I got lost. Like, guys, I fell asleep at about 10:30ish, about 10 o'clock-ish, since I had WWE Universe, the game, Android application shoved in my face. I gave in and I downloaded
Rob,
it.
stop promoting shit on our show.
Dude, no, I am promoting this one. I was about to tell everybody go freaking download it. Oh my god, it's so fun. It's like an energy game, and your energy's got to build up, and you give them money if you want more energy, which I'll never do. I'll wait my turn, but you know, whatever. It was so fun. It was like WWE 2K, only like condensed. Like you have matches, and they're super condensed. The match lasts like 20 seconds, and it's amazing. It's so fun. So check it out. That's all I can say is go check it out. WWE Universe, guys.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
What are you talking about?
That's right. You didn't watch it. Like, they were advertising a new mobile game they had. And, like, basically you go on there, it's a one-tap game, and you have matches and whatever. They did.
WWE got to him.
It took 2 hours, but I finally caved, and I downloaded it, and I had a blast. It's so fun.
Dude, I downloaded that game like a month. Like, I think it's good, but I'm stuck playing South Park.
Like,
that's my mobile game.
I didn't play it today. I might not even go back to it, but the initial download was amazing. It was so fun.
Yeah, it was good. Glad to hear you like it, man. You know,
we do need to find some sponsors for me to shout though.
Glad you like something that WWE put out. Because they need to put out stuff that more people like. So
in-ring product rather than.
But the match between Kofi Kingston and Sami Zayn, it starts up. We hear that Kofi's title reign has, or combined title reigns have now added up over 1,500 days. Only 4 other wrestlers in the post-WrestleMania days can actually say the same as Kofi Kingston. So he's in some pretty exclusive company as far as all of his title reigns combined. Yeah, man, that's
well deserved. Well deserved.
Absolutely, man. The 11 years he's been with the company have not been wasted.
When I first heard this out the side of my ear, I thought they meant like his current title reign, and I went into instant math mode. I'm like, no way.
He's been champion
That's not right.
Like 6 or almost 5 years.
I'm like, wait, am I that old? Has that much time went by?
Oh my god. Actually, I have it in my notes here, Rob, that I needed to ask you how this match went. Because I missed the finish of it because I was putting my kid to sleep.
I totally know that answer because I was not playing WWE Universe.
God, that sucks, man. Anyways, Kofi somehow beat Sami Zayn. Somehow he beat him. I'm just gonna go on record and I'm gonna say he beat him with a
probably a
Trouble in Paradise. Man. He hit him with his finisher.
I almost said end of days. Baron Corbin unblocked me, bro. See?
Yeah. Jesus. Immediately after he beat him, Kevin Owens is freaking out on the mic. He challenges Kofi Kingston to a match and for it to begin ASAP. Then Kofi Kingston ends up beating Kevin Owens, hitting him with an SOS on the ramp outside and wins by countout. Kofi Kingston is like the Gauntlet champion. Like at this point, I'm convinced he just beats people back to back. Like he is the Gauntlet champion. As Kofi was celebrating, going up the ramp, Samoa Joe comes out and destroys Kofi, hits him with one of the most painful looking Uranagis on the steel ramp, bro. And then after Kofi is being tended to and comes back, is trying to get up, and Samoa Joe has retreated, Samoa Joe then comes back out and puts Kofi to sleep. And this got the biggest pop out of me all night. I'm tired. I was like, I was thinking to myself, they got to do something good with Joe here now, because otherwise Joe is a joke. Like, he's an absolute joke, man. He loses every title. You got to put him in something meaningful. He now has a match with the WWE champion, and I'm not going to lie, part of me, I'm not saying all of me, part of me is rooting for Joe now.
Really?
To see him get his, man.
I don't blame you, man. Joe's good.
Joe is a journeyman, dude,
yes.
and he is beyond amazing with his charisma, his mic skills. God, dude, he is, and he's cool. He's actually cool. Like, people want to emulate, want to be this guy. You know, it's hard to have that bigger than life aspect, but then also have that grounded effect to where you're appealing to the everyman, and you just naturally come across as a badass. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I don't know. I'm like I said, I'm not saying I want Kofi to lose, but if you were to make me create a list of people that I would be okay with beating Kofi for that title, Joe would be on.
Joe would be on that list.
Yeah.
One way I look at it though is, if Joe were to win the title, that kind of steers away from a Brock Lesnar cash-in. You still got to keep that in mind. And if Joe cashes in,
Brock cash in, a heel cashing in on a heel doesn't.
Not even that. Wow, you're right. I didn't even think of that. Brock can't cash in on Joe. They have no ties, none whatsoever. I don't see that happening.
I would just like to see it develop a feud.
Yeah, I mean, they very well could, but that would
get that
Brock
belt
being there.
and then them trade it back and forth. I don't know honestly, I don't know what the hell you do with Brock.
Exactly.
It seems like cashing in on Seth Rollins is kind of played out, and then Kofi does seem like the perfect person to get you to hate Brock. Brock, honestly, probably should just wait till we got new champions.
Shane McMahon is the type to get you to love Brock.
Dude,
I said that a couple times. Shane takes the belt, Brock cashes in on Shane. Boom.
Stop it, Rob. Stop encouraging them.
Hey,
stop it right
best in the world.
Oh no. Gotta draw the line somewhere.
Dude, that will be the biggest 2001 WCW move that WWE could pull off. At that point, they will draw so many comparisons to WCW when they were tanking, you know?
Yeah.
I promise you, the first thing that come out, if Shane got that belt, you would just see so many photos of him paired up with David Arquette. Of just just comparison photos, because that's what he would be compared to, is when WCW put their belt on David Arquette or Vince Russo. It's effing ridiculous. Oh my gosh, no!
They put the belt on Russo.
Rob, you gave me a migraine, bro. Thinking about this.
Did they? Wait, is that what you just said? They put the belt on Russo?
Yeah, WCW put the belt on Russo.
I didn't know that.
Yep.
Yeah,
wow.
Yeah, man. They put the belt on him, man.
What are you doing? Come on. I'm all about shenanigans, but they
got bought out.
I know, that's why.
You're encouraging this, Rob.
I'm not encouraging putting the belt on Vince fucking Russo.
You're encouraging this.
I mean, Shane McMahon is he's hated, but at least he wrestles. It's Vince Russo, man. Fucking magazine writer. Come on.
I need to get as far away from this
I didn't know
idea
that.
of Shane with the belt. So I'm gonna keep going because we're almost done here.
Hey, I didn't mention cash in instantly. Just saying. Although I'd be okay with Shane having it. Just saying.
Jesus,
I did mention the cash in instantly. Which
I know,
right
yeah,
now,
I know.
you're proving my
You said I'd
point.
be okay
I don't
with
want
the
Shane having
caveat.
a belt. No, fuck Shane. He don't need the belt. Brock's like, yeah, I agree. Boom. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. You cool now, Brock. We cool now.
We'll still have the pictures of Shane celebrating with that title.
I can't believe
Those pictures will live on.
Russo wrote it himself. That's why. Get out of here. Fuck y'all.
Man.
I'm writing the belt on my waist tonight. Y'all can't do nothing about it.
Oh my god. The nepotism.
What was next? That was end of Raw?
Just about.
Oh, you're trying to tell me to
Although
shut
Raw
up.
could have gone off the air at that point. However, it was outdone. I will say that the main event was worth your time if you stuck around. But before the main event, we had a couple things. Roman and The Undertaker versus Shane McMahon and Drew McIntyre was announced for Extreme Rules. And then we had a match with Naomi versus Alexa Bliss with Nikki Cross. Alexa wins ultimately, then beats down Naomi after the match. She calls Nikki in for Nikki to join in with her. Natalia runs in. What happens when you have two heels and two faces? Oh, you just create a spontaneous tag match, and then that's what we got. Which that match was super forgettable, but it ended up with Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross winning after Nikki Cross hit her finisher, and Alexa got the pin though. That's what you do.
I didn't even know they wrestled. Like I said, I fell asleep.
Yeah.
Did Nikki Cross name her finisher yet?
I don't think so.
Because she tweeted like a month ago, I can't wait to tell y'all the name of my finisher. And like I know because I have alerts to tell my phone that she tweeted something, so I go look at it.
Oh my god!
And she's like, I can't wait to tell y'all the name of my. As a matter of fact, I told you on here. I'm like, man, what do you think the name of the finisher is? And I called it the Cross Platform because they're a platform on the ropes, and her name is Nikki Cross. Cross Platform.
Yeah.
Ha ha ha.
There's a video game reference too. That's cool.
I'm
all for it, man. I'm all
what
for
is
it.
the
That's
name
an
of this
awesome name.
finisher? Don't tease me like
Oh,
that.
it's cross-platform. That's what we're gonna call it, man. 'cause that's
I'm down with
freaking
that,
awesome.
even if that's
yeah,
not
man.
it.
She hit the
but-
cross-platform.
Okay.
And Alexa Bliss tagged herself in and got the pin.
She stole my girl's pin, and now she's stealing my girl. Oh, wait, no, that's SmackDown.
Oh, poor Rob. Everyone's stealing your girls.
She's gonna
'cause you
flip
have
on her.
girls.
Baron Corbin, unblock me, bro. You can have Lacey. That's cool. Just unblock me.
Lacey gonna block you now.
Oh, no.
Up
That
next,
would break my heart.
I would mark out if Lacey Evans blocked him.
I would
Oh
leave
man,
Twitter.
we should new campaign.
No.
Get Lacey Evans to block Raw. Oh man.
I
So
would be
up
crushed.
next, we got the main event of the evening. AJ Styles versus Ricochet. This is a match that on paper should be awesome, and you know what? It was pretty damn good. While the match is going early on, Good Brothers come out to show their support for AJ. They do try to interfere, but we get Dad AJ. He sends them to the back because he's a good guy right now. Hopefully not for too long, but he's a good guy. He sends him to the back. The match was exceptionally flippy because you have AJ Styles and Ricochet. It was a good match. It was pay-per-view level. AJ ultimately wins, though. He pinned the United States champion clean.
So you're telling me that WWE had their champion pinned? No.
Oh, I know, right?
No.
Oh my god.
What a surprise!
And no title exchange either. Yeah, man, that's what happened. But yeah, AJ pinned Ricochet with a phenomenal forearm. He lifts Ricochet up, gives him back his belt. It was a great match. Raw ended up coming across solid, simple, good wrestling, and it was. I remember feeling after the show.
What did you feel?
Maybe they're listening to the fans. Maybe they're listening to the fans, and the fans are saying, "I want good wrestling on my WWE."
Yeah.
And
I see
it's kind of what we got, man. It was pretty good.
Cool.
you know,
Yeah.
that was it. That was good.
Yeah.
That was raw.
That was raw.
I'm glad that I could walk you two through the experience of Monday Night Raw.
I totally
that all
watched
three
it.
of us are supposed to cover.
Hey, at least
Feeling
I
a
was.
little passive aggressiveness going on.
I hear some sarcasm going on right now.
Right?
I'm gonna let you guys sign us off, man. I've done enough talking.
Baron, unblock me, bro. Come on.
Well, this was a good show. We learned a lot.
Yes, we did.
Apparently, Lacey Evans cuts bland promos.
No, that's a lie.
No, that's a lie.
That's a
She
lie.
cuts great promos.
She does.
Baron Corbin should have him blocked for the rest of forever.
No.
I love that this show was more about Rob's relationship with Baron Corbin and Lacey Evans.
It just makes me sad because I poked the bear. For those of you listening that don't know what happened, back when I hated Baron Corbin, somebody on Twitter was like, I got Baron Corbin to block me. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to try. You're a bad character. And it happened in 2 minutes. He blocked me. I was like, yay. And now
What
I feel
did we
bad.
learn about peer pressure?
Don't poke the bear. Don't poke the bear. What you
Oh
feel
my
today, you might not feel
God.
tomorrow, guys. You might heel turn and realize that Baron Corbin is a national treasure.
He's like, all I want to do is start a faction with Baron Corbin. But he won't talk to me. He won't even.
Instead,
Oh
he's
my
going to
God.
cause the end of my Twitter days.
I can just picture
Wow, this guy.
y'all. Hey, you guys watch y'all watch Black Mirror by any chance?
Oh, man. Black Mirror's amazing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
that's
All
pretty
I
cool.
can picture is Rob being blocked by Baron Corbin.
Oh,
so
and
anytime
anytime he's
sees
on my...
Rob,
Oh,
he's just like a muffled blob.
I felt... Oh, bro,
Baron,
I quoted...
Rob's just trying to plead with him, like, please talk to me.
I took
And he's
a-
like, wah, 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 wah.
I took a screenshot of him, of him showing that I'm blocked, and I said, "Too bad he's not blocked on my TV." And I thought that. I swear to God, but no.
Oh, that's awesome. Anytime Rob sees Baron Corbin wrestle,
It's just,
just a blob. It's just like a
it's just a
blurred
red
out.
blob.
Oh my gosh, man.
Oh,
All
right. I
that's
think
our
that's
show,
it.
you guys. That's our show.
Oh, Team Unblock Rob. Thank you guys for listening to our shenanigans. We do appreciate it.
Yeah.
Fun.
Oh, now
We promise that Benji will be in the next episode.
he will because
Oh.
we're gonna record it right now, y'all. That's how we do things.
Cool, cool.
All
I
right.
didn't know about that, but all right, cool.
Holy smokes.
Thank you guys for
Oh
listening.
my